Hello everyone, welcome to Central High School. I'm affiliated the Orchestra director here at Central High School and many elementary schools. It's really nice to see a lot of returning faces, from over the years. It's nice to see that community build up. So, thank you for being here. Remember, please, if you're taking any photos or video, that you can turn off the flash rather distracting. Please wait for applause till the end of the movements, and that's a good time. So here is the Hillside Orchestra, directed by
A student might have forgotten their music, so I need to fix that.
one more. Well, I have the next one. I'll do a little advertising. The next 3 weeks, we have some awesome street stuff. We have website next week is Central. And we have that. We have our street stuff up, which is great support as well. So let's see some of you guys around some more. We've got a week.
Hello, I'm Miss Goldstein. Thank you for being here. We're going to start off with our 5th grade orchestra. I'm very proud of the work that they have done, and I hope you enjoy. passion. So thank you to you for doing that for us. For this next piece, we want you to envision Summer finally being here with a nice glass of lemonade and sitting by the water. That's what we envisioned when we were practicing this. Please enjoy. fifth grade to shuffle off unless you were playing our next piece. There's a little bit of movement within our next few pieces, so bear with us as we shuffle. So I'm going to allow the fifth grade to go off, unless you are playing the next piece, in which case you will go into our third row. This next group, next piece, some of the fifth graders, just like last concert, put in some extra work and learned the sixth grade piece. So bravo to these kiddos behind me who learned our next piece. It's very tricky. All right, thank you for your patience with that move. There'll be one more big move before it's a little smoother. So our next piece is called A Blaze. It is a piece that I made to my sixth grade orchestra as a big challenge. And then we started working on it, and I was like, well, it was too big of a challenge. I said, but we're sticking with it. So it was very, very tricky for us to learn, but they put in a lot of time, a lot of practice. They stayed very confident about it, and I am very, very proud of them because you're gonna hear they're gonna do a wonderful, wonderful job. So please enjoy our next piece. It's called A Blaze.
microphone. Our next piece is called Bees Are Boppin', which is very appropriate for our springtime right now. So envision no bugs coming out. And this is going to be our sixth grade only piece.
All right, so this is our final group. I'll only speak to you probably 2 more times, I promise. So this is our final group, our 7th and 8th grade. We're going to be playing quite a few songs you should recognize. The students actually said, oh, we picked a lot of like pop songs, and a lot of orchestras towards the end of their season actually end the year with either like movie music or pop songs, and so we're going to follow along with that. This first piece, my 7th grade chose this way back at the beginning of the year. When I first started working with them, they said, can we do this? And we finally got it in, and we're now playing with you, it for you today. We hope that you recognize it from the start, and we need your help, and you'll understand why, so please be loud. You'll see. Thank you.
Sorry, we're waiting for one. We also have white tape view people you'll see moving around
I also invited some of our 6th grade musicians to join us in this next piece. We have our 3 violas. Could you stand? Yay. And our bass player, Brooke, over there. She can wave. Who can clap? They're helping us out because there are not a lot of violas in the orchestra, so we need their strength. So thank them for joining us, and we hope you enjoy Shenandoah. This is our final piece of the night. Once again, I want to thank Mr. Redmond for playing percussion on our next piece. Once again, thank you all for being here tonight. I am so proud of these kiddos on stage and over there in the seats. They worked so hard, and yeah, they're just great. They're fun to work with. So I will see, hopefully, all of you at our final concert of the night, where we connect with Mr. Villiard on the 27th with elementary and school. So we will see you there for one final concert. Again, thank you, and have a good night.